India versus Australia. It doesn't get bigger or better than this. It's being described as the final before the final. And to talk about this epic quarter-final clash, I'm joined from Motera by two times defending world champion Ricky Ponting. We've got Saurav Ganguly joining us from Kolkata. What a fantastic interview this is going to be. Ricky, we are thrilled to have you with us. All of India and I'm sure Australia too looking forward to a great clash between these two great cricketing nations. The quarterfinals versus India. Do you think this is a good time for Australia to meet India? Because lots of people say this is a match worthy of the World Cup finals.
Yeah, look, to tell the truth, it probably is a game that is worthy of a World Cup final. But as it turns out for both teams, we happen to be meeting each other in a quarterfinal. We're certainly looking forward to the challenge of playing India in front of their home crowd here in India in this World Cup, and I'm sure they're excited about playing this big game as well. So we've had our first training session today. It went really well. We'll top things up tomorrow, but spirits around our team are certainly really good at the moment.
If you look at the head-to-head World Cup win and loss records between India and Australia, they're heavily skewed in Australia's favour. Do you think that gives you an added advantage as you go into this big quarter-final clash?
No, I've never been a big believer in those sort of stats. I don't think it really is a true reflection of the current teams. As you know, between World Cup matches, there's 4 years between games, and teams can change dramatically in that period of time. So, look, what's happened in previous World Cups means nothing going into the upcoming game. You know, we always say it, but whoever plays the best on the day is going to win this game of cricket. As simple as that. We're excited about it. There's no doubt that there's going to be a lot of pressure on India in this game, just for the sheer fact they're at home and they probably were the favourites going into this tournament. So there's a bit of pressure on them. There's probably a little bit more for them to think about than us. So we're just looking forward to the game coming round.
Okay, the person who took you on in the 2003 final clash, Saurav Ganguly, is also with us, and I'm very keen to get Saurav to ask some questions straight to Ricky Ponting. Saurav.
Hi Ricky, have you had a look at the wicket yet?
No, I didn't get a look at it today. There was a big Hessian cover on the wicket when we were out there doing our warm-up and our fielding today. But I think the coach went out after we finished training today to have a bit of a look at the wicket. I think they're going to take the covers off for a couple of minutes for him to have a look at. So I've never been a big one in looking at the wicket 2 days out. Things can change pretty quickly within 48 hours over here, so as you know. So I'll have a closer look at it tomorrow morning, and we'll have to have a good discussion then about what we think the right balance for our team is going into this game.
Okay, talking about balance, Ricky, we watched the game against Pakistan last week, and also your entire run in the World Cup. It just gives us a feeling that you're just a one batsman short. Do you think you feel the same about your team, or are you going to go with the same combination against India, or probably bring in an extra batsman at number 7?
We've got some options there. We've got some things to think about and talk about as far as our batting order and the makeup of our batting lineup is concerned, plus just the overall makeup of our 11. We have to, once we have a look at the wicket and try and work out what we think it's going to do, we have to pick the team that we think is going to be good enough to win us that match. I mean, as you know, it's do or die now for both teams, and you know, one selection here and there could be the difference in the game. So we have to make sure we get that spot on. We have got David Hussey and Callum Ferguson waiting for their opportunity to get a game if required. And they're both looking terrific in the nets, which is good for us. But yeah, as I said, once we have a look at the wicket, we'll have a bit better idea then.